Thank you. I had to do. Hey, I had to do the same thing. I was on my phone too. So, hey guys, welcome. It's Wednesday. It's oh my gosh, I lost my note. Carl, where's my note, Carl? What is it called again today?
I just wrote employment line. I don't know.
Employment.
Job hazard.
Employment. Job. What is it, Alex?
Employment Job Hunt Live.
Job Hunt Live, right? Job Hunt Live. We are welcome to Job Hunt Live. It took 4 of us to get that, but we got it. Carl, we're going to remember now. But I hope you guys are staying on track. Thank goodness I have some helpers here today. You guys, one thing as we start employment and we start finding our first jobs, maybe our second jobs, I've always said this. A lot of times that first job is really just an opportunity for us to get used to being out there, get used to us working, and it's not necessarily the job that, maybe we want to do forever, right? I mean, that's a reality. And I know everybody probably in this room, everybody in this office, they probably have a job that they've probably have always thought about wanting to do, a dream job. And really what that has to do with is that has to do with setting goals, right? In order for us to get to this certain place in our lives, we've got to set goals. Because a lot of times our dream job has maybe education behind it. Maybe it's about networking or interning in the right place. Let's say you want to be somebody who works for radio, right? Well, you're going to want to intern in radio. You're going to want to go to school for communications. And these are the things you're going to do. But in the meantime, you're going to have a job, right? To probably pay for things. And so that might be that grocery clerk job. That might be working at, McDonald's. And, that's just life. And a lot of people who've had to do that, I know for the longest time, I know it's big surprise, right? I always wanted to be a battlefield historian. That's my dream job. I would love to wake up every morning and I would love to spend all afternoon on a Civil War battlefield here in the East Coast, on the East Coast. I don't have a specific one. And I would love to talk about it. That's my dream job. But behind that, there's a lot of work to do. You have to get a master's. You have to not only finish college. There's blah 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 blah. And heck, we're not even close over here to Civil War battlefields. At least on the caliber of them. Some of you might not know, but there was some Civil War conflict here in California. So I think it's important for us, though, to always have dreams, right? It's always important. And maybe as I get older, maybe my dream job gets further and further out of reach. And that's okay. That's just part of getting older and having less time. But when you're young and you're starting to hit this work field, heck yeah, hold on to those dream jobs and figure out what it is you need to take and the steps you want to take to get there. I think it's really important. And I think it's just important it's important because it just keeps you dreaming, it keeps you going, there's always something bigger there. I mean, if I know myself, if I walked in and looked at my life every day and just thought the same thing, like, oh, I'm at McDonald's for the rest of my life, and I didn't have a dream, McDonald's might get hard to work for the rest of my life, right? Having a dream might be able to keep me going, right? And so it's important to have those dreams, you guys. So my first guest was very excited. I got to watch some. I feel very spoiled, actually, to have my first guest here. I got to spend the last 30 minutes watching these videos of this person making some of the most delicious fried food ever with Catherine here. I'm telling you, that guy fried everything. What was the favorite one we looked at? Was that bacon? It was the bacon wrapped around the egg.
Bacon and egg.
And then it was fried.
Bacon.
And it was fried. Oh, and then what was the other
Fried
one?
bacon, egg.
The mozzarella. The big mozzarella block. Fried mozzarella block. That was so good.
Yeah.
Okay, all I can say is I'm hungry again, and I've eaten food. Catherine had a great video. So, Catherine being my first guest. Catherine, and I think we've talked about this before, but what is your dream job?
Zookeeper.
Nice. And what makes you want to be a zookeeper?
Because I want to hang out with animals.
Hang out with the animals. That's awesome. I think sometimes I would rather hang out with the animals too. Why do you want to hang out with animals so bad?
Because they're cool.
They're cool.
They're unique.
They're unique. And do you think you have to maybe have a starting step to start maybe getting yourself used to? Because yes,
Applying at pet shelters.
be at a pet store. Yeah, that's a good start. You're right. That's an entry level job, but it also keeps her close to her dream. I think that's a great idea. Also, too, volunteering at the
shelter.
Yeah, the shelters is another one, volunteering at the shelters. Once again, it's not exactly the job she wants, but it keeps her around the stuff that she wants to do and keeps her motivated, right?
Yeah.
And it would give you someone other to talk to than a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Animals are a lot nicer to talk to sometimes, aren't
Yeah,
they?
because they don't talk back.
I know. Ray's always talking back to me, Catherine. Swear.
Yeah.
Listen to that. He's laughing at me right now about it. Look at that.
It's called having a conversation, Zach. People have to talk back to you.
Catherine, it's a one-way conversation, right? No, but Catherine, I love Catherine's dream. I think it's a great dream. I know you're an animal owner yourself, right?
Yeah, I have 3 cats and a guinea pig.
Oh, sweet. So not only is she an animal lover, and you have the right idea, starting off with these pet store jobs or volunteering at the shelter. And you, an Oakdale person, so they have the Oakdale shelter there, huh?
Yeah, Astro.
Yeah, well, I wonder if we have to maybe talk to them someday and see if we can get you to volunteer out there. What do you think?
Sir.
Sure. Well, Catherine, thank you for sharing your dream. I think it's a great dream. I have to ask you this one more time. I know I asked before. If you worked at the zoo, what animals would be your favorite to work with?
Tigers.
Tigers. Really?
Because
You-
you're going extinct and they're in danger and they're beautiful animals.
Oh my! You wouldn't be scared of them?
Yeah, I'm scared of losing them because they're very cool animals.
She has the heart for it too. Listen to that. That's awesome. That's awesome. We need more folks like you out there taking care of our animals, lady. So I appreciate you coming up here, and thanks for spending lunch with me and showing me all that delicious food videos as well.
Thanks.
And thanks for understanding that yes, Ray does backtalk us. All right. Bye, Catherine.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Next up, so guys, I think it's really cool. Catherine not only has her dream, she lives in her dream some, and that's really cool. I think it's really important. Having animals and also too having an understanding of a starting point. It's very important. My starting point for my dream was simply picking up Civil War stuff and really falling in love with reading what I read. So it can start with something real basic. Alex, please come on up, sir. Welcome, guys. How you doing, Alex?
Good, how are you?
I don't know. I'm all right. Yeah. No, I'm doing great. How was your lunch today?
It's good.
Was it a good lunch today?
Yeah.
Nice. So, Alex, what would you do? Your
For what?
dream job.
Oh, man. Everybody knows my dream job. Sports announcing.
Sports
For
announcing. Do you have
NASCAR.
NASCAR? So you have a specific sport. Okay. Why?
Because ever since I've been watching the races on TV,
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing the commentators commentate through the race, like what's been going on, who's leading the race,
Okay.
pit stops and all that. If the caution comes out, if there's wreck, spin.
What happens if the caution? Why do they put a caution flag out? Is it when
Just
I'm trying to
to-
cross the racetrack? They had a caution.
No.
Let Zach cross.
Wait.
What?
It's to slow the cars down.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to hit me when I'm crossing the racetrack in the middle of the
Yeah.
race.
Or if there's weather in the area.
Weather or to slow the. Now, why would they slow the race down?
Because they don't want cars running in high speeds under yellow.
Oh, okay. So it's usually something kind of maybe bad happened already, and that's why they kind of have to slow them down out on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, a lot of times, a caution comes out after a wreck or maybe blown tires or various things like that, where there's debris on the track, right?
Yes, all
Okay.
of that.
See, nice. All right. Now, what would be something you think? Where do you think would be a good place for you to start? Not only by watching the races like you do, and I've heard you actually here. You call the races when you're walking up and down the hall sometimes.
Because I've been practicing.
No, so see, so you can practice at your home. But where would be what kind of field work? What do you think would be a good place for you to start so you can fulfill this dream?
I'm not sure.
Probably want to work around. Now, do you want to be on TV or radio?
TV.
TV. So you probably want to find some sort of internships in some sort of media communications. A lot of those guys who do those are communications majors, actually. That's very common. They go into communications, and they go through schooling. So that would be definitely something to look into, right? I mean, doesn't mean you have to go right away, but it's something to definitely look
No,
at.
it doesn't work like that. Going right away, it don't work like that.
Well, technically, you could go right away to school next, but going right into the job, yeah, it never works that way. Especially jobs like that; that's a tough field, And plus, too, one of the things too is I would imagine a lot of the guys who do NASCAR probably started off doing lower race, like some of the other race circuits before they did NASCAR. They probably built themselves up. Would you be okay doing that to start if you had to?
I guess so. Gotta start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere. Good attitude to have. You do. You gotta get your hands dirty. And you gotta start somewhere. So that is true. So is this just something you've always wanted to do your whole life, huh?
Yeah.
Or at least that you remember? Were you born with a NASCAR hat on?
No, it wasn't.
Well, good.
Well,
Good. Your mom would have been a
I had
little
to grow
scared.
hair.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Well, your mom might have been a little scared if you came out with a NASCAR hat
I
on.
mean, I have been wearing NASCAR hats everywhere I go,
Nice.
but
So you're a big fan already. You kind of have an idea. You know the sport. So it sounds like you just need to start getting your feet into some of the areas to get yourself, networked into that direction. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful dream job. Good luck, seriously.
thanks.
I hope whenever I decide to watch NASCAR that you're calling the race, sir.
Yep.
All right. All right. We have another guest coming up here. So Alex, another great dream job. I mean, that's actually a really cool one as well. Speaking and getting up there and doing sports announcing. Guys, actually a story. We had to do a job thing when we were like 8 years old at this school I went to, Catholic school I went to. I decided I would go up and be Howard Cosell selling Sports Illustrateds. Yeah, I wasn't very good at either one of them, but I tried.
You're talking to a crowd that has no idea how.
I know, but it's all right. We're still going to reference him. They won't know unless we reference the old. All right, come on up, Zach.
Come on, Zach. You're already sitting, Zach.
It's me.
Good job. Hit the mic, Zach.
Zach's sitting over there.
Call him Zach.
Come over, Zach.
Oh, okay.
But Zach, you're already sitting, Zach.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The Zach attacks are here. So, Zach, part of my Zip and Zach's tag team buddy here. We're the Zip and Zachs. High flyers. Gonna put on the Killer Bee outfits later, and you're not gonna know which one we are. Yep. So, what's your dream job?
I guess be a Monster Jam driver.
Sweet. How are you gonna get in that thing?
Well,
Are those really big? Like, I mean, look at me. I'm like 4'2".
they're kind of like, I don't know, like 20 feet.
Okay. You gonna get a ladder to get in that thing?
No,
Okay. What are you gonna do at the Monster Jam?
we perform shows for the fans.
Nice, nice. Do you like the sound of the engines?
Yep, I sure do.
Do you? Do you? Okay. So what do you think? I think that's cool. That's very cool. I mean, why not drive a big giant truck in the dirt and get all crazy, right? That'd be great. What do you think might help you slowly work towards maybe one day living that dream job?
Well, I would have to get my driver's license first and go to monster truck school.
Monster truck, sweet. So goals, setting those goals, right? So your first goal would be license.
Yeah.
Second goal would be finding a school where you can train and learn how to drive trucks. That's awesome. See, so our dream jobs, Zach, I think that's wonderful. Zach brought up, it's all about setting those goals, If you don't have that first thing, get that first thing. And then, look into the second thing. They don't happen overnight, but, it takes time. But as long as you have some steps and you know where you want to go for, shoot for it. I think that's great, Zach.
Thanks.
I think that's great. Do you have a name for your truck that you would, or car that you would drive? Do you know what your name?
Oh, no. I could drive any truck that's available.
Is Gravedigger still around?
Yep.
Man, that Gravedigger's been around for like 40 years. I remember watching the Gravedigger when I was a kid.
There's a Spider-Man truck.
Is there?
Yep.
I was always a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot was my favorite. Yes, thank you, Clayton. Actually,
He was the original.
he was the original. When we were kids, Bigfoot and then Gravedigger was like, those two battled all the time, but Bigfoot won every time.
Yep.
It seemed like Bigfoot was like the guy. I remember Clayton tried. I was trying to think who it was, and totally it was Bigfoot. Bigfoot was awesome. The days of monster trucks. Look,
Thanks.
actually, if you start driving monster trucks and you get good at it, I'll lay down in the middle of the jump and you can jump over me.
Okay.
All right, Zach.
They can't jump that high.
Hey, I'm only 4'2". So awesome. I like hearing all these different. Come on up, Austin. Please join us. It's fun to hear what everybody's dream jobs are. That's the one thing. They're always different. It's just great. Austin, grab a seat, sir.
All right.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear that you're doing pretty good, sir. So, in this crazy world, if you could pick that job and do it, the one that you want to do, what would it be?
Well, honestly, I just want to entertain people, man.
Really? Nice. So, entertainment. Now, you just want to entertain. There's all kinds of. You can be very obviously universal in your entertainment, or you can be very focused. So, what would you think you would shoot for?
Well, currently right now I'm trying to start something of a YouTube career. I'm mostly talking about movies and certain TV shows, and pretty much I just do whatever I want on my YouTube channel. It's probably going to get me in trouble someday, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah. We'll cross that path when it comes.
But
You gotta live and learn a little, right?
yeah, that's just one thing. But if I were to, but entertainment honestly it's more than that. It's also like acting, voice acting, maybe writing scripts, I don't know, doing stand-up comedy. Like, I want to be sort of this jack of all trades, this guy who just wants to entertain people. I just want to, put a smile on a person's face, maybe make him laugh, make him cry, just entertainment,
Okay. No, I think that's great, and I think that your versatility in the entertainment opens a lot of doors for you, or opportunity. It'll open a lot more opportunity for you. Now, curious question: do you know anybody, or are you currently working towards, or do you have a goal set up that could kind of get you going on this path besides your YouTube? Because I know you're already doing that.
Yeah. Well, I think some of the goals I probably have in mind are just putting myself out there, like just getting my name out there, telling people to spread the word, and just try to put myself out there. And in fact, I think just tell people that I do these sorts of things, or maybe go out and maybe there any comedy clubs around here?
I was about to tell you, Ray and I got a phone number and a name that I can help get you maybe in doing some comedy. Ray, this guy wants to do comedy, man. We can always give him Mr. Jimmy's phone number. And he
Oh,
can,
Jimmy Man.
yeah, he can reach out.
Fantasy football.
My old
guy.
fantasy football
Your
guy.
favorite.
Yeah, my favorite
Jimmy
person.
Menendez.
Is the guy that's not funny?
Yeah, he.
Oh no!
But he
He's not
does.
watching this.
He does do a lot of promotion.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
He does do a lot of promotions though, and I'm more messing around having fun with him, but
we know him.
we do know him and we've known him a long time, and he's got a little crew and they do shows.
And on a more serious note, we're hopefully soon. We're about to get a new. Well, it's the 209's first ever full-fledged comedy club in Manteca.
Oh, very nice.
So,
And usually they have open mic nights a lot of
They
times at
usually
those
do.
things.
Maybe we can get you on Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh yeah, he probably will. I have a
Good to
feeling
kill
he'll-
Tony. That show's great.
Yeah, I love Kill Tony.
So there are. You're right about getting yourself networked, and I mean, no joking. Here you are sitting here talking about networking, and here's three guys who happen to know somebody in the area.
You gotta bring back genie jokes on the beach.
Genie on the beach jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk around and you find the bottle. You gotta bring those back.
Yep. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. We make a killing.
Yeah, maybe message in a bottle.
Message in a bottle, right? Yeah,
I found a
definitely.
message in a bottle. It said, "I farted."
All right. Well, hey, I like it. I like what you got. Look what you're thinking, and I like what you want to do down the road. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. Thanks, Austin, for being up here, man.
All right,
And when I find out more stuff, I'll let you know. Seriously.
and check me out on YouTube. I do some.
Oh yeah. I will. Guys, you hear that? Come back over here. Plug your YouTube.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your
My
tag?
My YouTube handle.
Yep.
Ace Hagar, Jedi Master. You will find me there. You will find me making movie reviews and whatever pops into my head. So go check me out on YouTube. And if anyone asks, my name is Larry.
That's Larry Ace Jedi.
Ace Hagar, Jedi Master.
Ace Hagar
I'm
Jedi.
just curious who
Master.
gave him the rank of master though.
Yeah. What, Anakin? Did he whine?
no, actually,
Did he
it was,
whine a lot and get you the
It
master?
was Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. That works. Next up, come on up, sir. So, gosh, man, we've got some interesting dream jobs out here. What? Nobody watching?
No, they are.
Oh, okay.
You got 10 people.
Hi. Don't look so excited. No, I'm just kidding. So, sir, what if you could pick anything to do? Would you do Clayton's job right now? What he's doing?
I'm a stand-in monitor.
He's a stand-in monitor. No, I'm just kidding. What would be your dream job, buddy?
To become a celebrity.
Celebrity. What kind of celebrity? Like, music celebrity, acting celebrity, voice acting celebrity, a model? I mean, I'm still trying to become a model.
I would say acting and voice acting.
Acting and voice acting, okay. And now, do you have any specific styles of acting or voice acting that you prefer over others? Do you like comedies, family kind of movies? Do you like horror movies? And what do you like?
Usually animation.
Animation, nice. So you do some voice acting for animation. Do you have a favorite show right now that you watched on an animated show?
The Tom and Jerry show.
Tom and Jerry show, great. That's a classic show. You watched some of the old episodes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's the 2014 I was talking about.
Okay, I watch. I like Tom and Jerry as well, and watching the older episodes, I am just surprised at some of the stuff that they put on there. It's awesome. There's one episode I'll have to show you sometime. It's appropriate, but I'll just have to show you. They won't make that episode now. But
Wait, is it called Blue Cat Blues?
no, it's the one where the little dude, the little mouse,
Jerry?
not Jerry, the little blue one, his little cousin or whatever.
Tuffy?
I think so.
Oh, that's Tuffy.
The Tuffy, yeah. Well, Tuffy shows up and they become the Three Musketeers, but they're really just the Two Musketeers.
Touche Pussycat. I know that episode.
You know that? Touche, yeah, touche. And then at the very end of the episode, Tom,
So it's on guard 3 times?
they no, they show Jerry and Tough, right? They show them walking away, and all of a sudden a guillotine goes down at the top. And poor Jerry, poor Jerry's fate was met that day. They can't make those anymore, but they did back in the 50s and 60s. But yeah, you would voice act, huh? That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, if movies, what kind of movie would you do?
Depends.
Depends. Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for coming up here. I think that's great. I think that's a great idea. A celebrity. Wow. Maybe I just shook hands with someone who's going to win a bunch of Academy Awards someday. You never know. That's pretty cool, actually. My next guest here is
Gary. Glad you can, Steve.
I'm glad Gary's here. Yeah, we're all glad Gary's here. And, thank you, Gary, for being here. Gary, what is your dream job?
To be a YouTuber and a pro MMA fighter.
Pro MMA fighter. So what are some of the trainings you're doing currently for pro MMA?
Jiu-jitsu, and I just started doing a bit of boxing.
Oh, okay. So, you booking that fight against Conor McGregor yet?
Oh, no, that is years. Plus, he's in a way different weight class.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking questions.
I know, but...
So he's a little advanced.
He is, and he outweighs me by a lot. Like,
My cousin's on my wife's side of the family. She's 17. She does MMA fighting, actually.
Wow.
She's an MMA fighter at 17.
Amateur MMA?
So was her dad. Her dad actually trained and became an MMA fighter just because he wanted to push himself. So he did it for like 2 years.
I've been around the same time. I've been doing
So I know it takes a lot of work. So are you willing to put all that work into it?
Yes. I've been training in martial arts since like 2 or 3 months before I turned 19. It was around the time, I was one of the very first, if not the first, new students after my gym opened up, and then COVID, because there was a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was a lot, and I've done pretty well.
Okay.
And also about my YouTube thing, my goal with YouTube is to make $10K a year off YouTube. Enough where I only have to work at a job for 3 or 4 days a week instead of living for the weekend. It's not too out there, and I'm just about to hit 1,000 subs on my Pokemon Battle Shorts channel.
Whoa, wow. All right. Well, you want to go ahead and plug your YouTube real quick?
Sorry, but...
So it's not appropriate?
No, that's not it at all. It's just a shout out, especially with, and I don't mean this in a negative way, with the channel this small, would only get you a few subs, and I want it's
you gotta start somewhere, though, right? It starts somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. I mean,
I have 3 channels.
Okay, well,
technically 3.5.
Gary, thanks for coming on in. Good to have you up here
Wait,
today.
can I say it? I actually have 3.5 channels.
Okay.
The music is hit. He said, "Good seeing you."
Good seeing.
Let's go. We got other people.
Sorry, I was having too much fun.
That's great, though. But
Can I go get my soda?
Gabe, come on up, Gabe. Come on up.
I'm sorry that took forever.
Believe me, we'll get you tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow or next time, okay? Okay.
So, Gabe, what is your dream job?
Tomorrow.
My dream job is,
I wanted to work at Toys R Us, but then they went out of business and closed, so now I kind of want to work at Target.
It's the only reason I work here, actually. It's because Toys R Us went out of business.
Yes.
That was my dream job, too.
Everybody remembers Toys R Us.
Yeah.
That was where a kid could be a kid.
Exactly. I wanted to be Jeffrey.
KB was better.
Yes.
KB was great. But see, now, KB was great, but see, I wanted to make Toys R Us like the 80s again.
Yes.
To where I could go in and I could look at action figures
Walls
for days.
of them.
Yes. Clayton's right. Just
Yes.
walls of them.
Yes.
So many toys.
Yes.
Okay, so Toys R Us is gone. So what was the next one?
Remember I said Target?
Target. Okay.
Yes.
So you're a little more realistic.
Yes.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're a little
Yes.
more grounded with your
Yes.
dream goals. Now with working at Target,
Yes.
do you have a specific goal within the company that you'd like? I mean, would you like to eventually run your own store?
Yes.
Or are you just like, whatever, I'll be a stalker for the next 20 years?
Well, I kind of want to work in the video game section because I like playing video games.
So to kind of do the electronic section and
Yes.
do that? There
Yes.
you go. And you know what? You could probably work your way into kind of managing that section, kind of be a
Yes.
manager of that section.
Yes.
I think that's really cool. So what would you think would be a first step to maybe eventually starting that goal off?
Getting an application.
That's great.
Yes.
Starting off with just the basic application,
Yes.
so you're right. That's a great first goal.
Yes.
That's the first step most of us are going to take in most of our jobs, whether they're our dream jobs or not. They're going to be signing an application for something.
Yes.
I think that's great. I think
Yes.
that's great. You guys remember, not everyone. Some of us have really big dream jobs, and that's awesome. And then some of us, we're just a little more. This is what we're gonna do, and I think that's great. I think that's
Yes.
great. I think that's awesome, Gabe.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on up
Yes.
here. Good luck.
Yes.
So that application,
Yes.
just so you know, we don't have to go down there and get it. We can just do it on Target.
Yes.
We can do it online.
Yes. Oh, I was going to say really quick, rest in peace, Jeffrey. You'll never be forgotten.
Oh yes, thank you. Jeffrey needed the shout out there. Jeffrey, I second that actually, Jeffrey.
Giraffe meat tastes good.
What's that?
Giraffe meat tastes good.
Rest in peace, Clayton.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's gonna rest the pieces in my oven.
Yeah. So, guys, there's all kinds of different dream jobs out there. Key is, guys, I think with having any job, dream job, or being a little more grounded, there's goals and there's steps you have to take in order to get there. So always remember that. Nothing just happens. You just keep working towards it. Every step in that direction is a good step. So, find out what it is you want to do, okay? And in the meantime, find yourself something you can do. Get used to working. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye now. I got to go turn this off. My cameraman left. Sorry. And then the other cameraman's got his headphones on over there. They're all over the place. We run our own shows around here now. No, just kidding.